In this video, I'm going to show you exactly the 5 steps in order to make money as a content creator. Hey everyone, Matt Giaro here, and on this channel, I help content creators create a business around their passion and their expertise. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. So if you're the kind of creative person and you really like creating content, and it doesn't really matter if it's basically a podcast or if it's creating videos or if it's just writing text, then, well, there are basically 5 proven ways and 5 steps that you can take in order to turn this into hard cold cash into your bank account. So the first thing and the first step is to really start identifying your niche. And I have a lot of videos on this channel that you can check out when it comes to creating your niche. So yeah, feel free to check them out. So this is the first thing. So your niche, basically your market. What are you going to create content around? Okay. And then the second step, and this is a step so many people miss out because they think they just have to start a YouTube channel because everyone is talking about YouTube. A few years ago, it was, well, you have such a big gap in the podcast industry, so you have to, in the podcast space, so you have to start creating a podcast. And then way years ago, it was like you have to create a blog, blah, 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 and all this kind of stuff. Stop and cut through. Let me just cut through the noise here, and let's just make the second step here, which is way more easier for you just to follow through, is just start picking a media that suits you. Because no matter how many gaps you have on YouTube or on the podcast or so on and so forth, if it's not a media that you enjoy basically creating on, then you will have a tough time sticking to it. Okay, so what is the best thing? Well, if you already created content in the past, you probably know where you're the best at. If it's, as I told you, on audio or on the video format or in the written format. And if you don't, well, why don't take a 30 days challenge and just try for 30 days writing, and try for 30 days making videos, and try for 30 days creating podcasts, and just stick to the one that you feel more comfortable with. Pretty easy. Well, okay. So this is like the second step. The third step is basically start creating, because it's not enough just to create a YouTube channel, not enough to create a podcast. You still have to create, and basically this will help you find and federating an audience, right? And the thing is that this will probably take some time, especially if you're just relying on organic traffic. But the thing it's free, and it helps you also become better day after day. So definitely something that you should stick to if you really want to see the results, and don't expect this to work out within 1 week or within 1 month. It may take several weeks, several months, and even though several years, right? So with that being said, creating an audience, and how are you going to create and federate an audience? It is by publishing daily, because the internet is getting crowded, is getting more and more crowded as we move on. And the thing is, it's harder and harder to stand out. So the thing is that you have to, like, I really like to see daily content as different doors, and so many doors like people really can find you with, right? So the thing is that you have to really to multiply the doors and the entry doors so that people can discover you, right? So this is the thing. And then ideally, after your, like, in your daily content, what you're going to do is basically telling the people who come across you to subscribe to your mailing list, right? So you can contact them in an easy and convenient manner, because, like, the thing that you have to keep in consideration, that all those platforms are not our best friend as content creators, right? So the relationship between you and the platforms may be tricky, because you can be deplatformed at any time. But the thing is that the only thing that you really own is your email list. So you really have to focus on building on your email list, and this is not quite hard, right? So you can basically tell to the one who are following you, just to, if they want to get more updates, or even you can offer them, for example, a free course or a free PDF or anything, just to ethically bribe them into your mailing list, right? So as I'm doing it right here, and let me just show you how I do it. I create a PDF for every video that I'm making, and basically in the PDF that's associated with this video, I'm going to give you a 4-step business plan, right, that you can follow straight away. So pretty easy, but yeah, you still have to do it. So with that being said, what is the fifth and the last step? It is basically start selling and start setting, sorry, any kind of product or service. And usually those can be online trainings, this can be coaching, this can be anything that really will provide value to the audience that you've just built, right? Pretty easy. So, and this, as I told you, this could be basically your product, or you can use affiliate and go down the affiliate path, which is you're going to recommend other people's product and services, right? So to be honest, what I prefer of those two ways is basically being able to sell your stuff, because you're in control. You're completely free to come up with as many offers as you want. And yeah, and this is basically the business model that I'm teaching inside my daily newsletter. So by downloading the PDF associated with this video, that will just recap everything that we saw here. You're also going to get my daily emails where I share with you basically how to become a successful content creator. So if that sounds like you, yeah, I can't wait to see you inside my mailing list. And yeah, just grab the PDF and you'll be good to go. And with that being said, I see you guys in the next video.